I'm Kim Harrison. I'm the CEO and Chief Revel Officer at Start With Why. Before I met Chad and Armand and the EVO Flow System, for 10 years, knew what was expected of me and what I expected of others from 7 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, every day for months on end. And though I was super inspired and fulfilled and driven by the work that we're doing, I was at a breaking point personally. And my life was completely out of balance. I met Chad and Armand, and they were like, how's that working for you? And I was like, not that great, but I don't know any other way. I had tried a few things, but nothing was simple enough. Like, nothing could actually stick. And the EVO Flow System I've been using for about 4 months, and I use it every day. It takes me about 10 minutes. And it has completely changed the way I feel about my life. And I realized there were all these aspects of my life that I wasn't even paying attention to because I was so obsessed with work and what needed to get done, which is apparently really normal for an architect. Learning more about my brain type and meeting other architects has helped me realize that A, it's normal, and B, there are ways to leverage that energy, but also step into freedom in all aspects of my life. I've been really lucky to get to know Chad and Armand as individuals, their vision and what they stand for in the world, which really is that we have a limited amount of time on this planet. And in that, if we can get really, really focused, if we can start stepping into flow state, we can experience freedom. And that freedom means lots of different things, lots of different moments, and lots of different aspects of our life. But I like the idea of being free. And I didn't realize that without even thinking about it, I had kind of architected myself in to a little box or a framework or a way of doing things where I really felt like a prisoner. There are quite a few things that I love about the EVO Flow System. I work with a pretty large team, and I'm an architect. And understanding the other brain types has helped me realize that some of the things that work for me do not put others in a state of flow. And has really got me thinking about how do I work with this in the context of my team? How do I make sure that, architects, we're builders, we're efficient. We think that you earn fun on the other side. We don't need rewards because doing the hard work is our reward. And understanding that other brain types do need fun just to get through the day. And also I need it too. And if I'm working with someone that needs that and I create an environment that allows them to have fun, suddenly I'm having more fun too. It's just given me a framework and a language to think about how others think and how others function and how others flow, and how important getting into flow where you don't even think about time and you don't think about space and you're just creating is an important part of being human. And I'm learning to create that for myself and enjoying figuring out how to help others create it too. I've always been someone who has used a planner. And when Chad and Armand told me that a planner was a piece of the vision, I was like, there's no way you're gonna get me to use another planner. I have what I like, I know what I like, and there's no shot. And they said, well, try us. And the monthly view was like one of the things that I was most adamant about needing to have, because I'm an architect. I need to get up in the balcony, I need to see where I'm traveling, I need to see what's happening. The weekly view allows me to go one step further and actually think about me, which is not something that I'm great about doing. I'm great about thinking about what needs to get done. I'm great about thinking about what others need. The weekly view, something that kind of took me by surprise of how much I enjoy sitting and reflecting on the week. And by enjoy, I mean it only takes me 10 minutes. And the fact that it's really efficient is what makes it work for me. Switching planners was a big deal for me. And I started carrying this planner to meetings and whatnot and using it, and it was kind of wild how people would be like, ooh, what's that? Because it does have such a great look and feel to it, and it has full color throughout the whole thing, and it has the copper binding. It looks really professional, and it started to become something that has been actually a talking point where I end up spending 5 minutes in a meeting talking about my EVO planner and how much it's helped me, which I really enjoy doing because I'm a big believer in the project. So as an architect, I'm very forward focused. And taking a moment to pause and think about the best moments of the day fills me up in a way that I could never put into words. I did not know was missing from my life. I did not know the gratitude piece in the daily. I can always think about a specific person, like I'm just thinking about it right now because I just filled out my that section of my planner, and it brings me so much joy to pause and think about the magic that happens in my life, and it's the EVO system that brings me back to that over and over again. One of the places that I've been trying to focus on is my health, and kind of putting together these little life hacks, and I can get really specific, and the app will tell me, if I'm doing it regularly, like I can figure out if it's sticking for me without in a beating myself up kind of way, just in a being curious and exploring, like, what are these little pieces that are going to help me be healthier, help me be happier. And the app is that constant reminder of like, hey, this week, this is what you said you were going to do, this is what you did, what's working, what's not working, gets me thinking about that, which has been really helpful. I feel like I kind of have like my EVO character companion running alongside me. It's a little less lonely every day. This sounds a little bit silly, but I think the EVO Flow System is for humans who are in a growth mindset, who are committed to making the biggest possible impact in the world. We tend to get so distracted by all the urgency in our life that we forget what's important. And again, this reminder that life is short, and that we focus on what's important, that when we have the courage and the insight to create the space for us to just be creators and to kind of let ourselves out. I was just in a conversation with Chad and Armand the other day, and I was saying I feel like I spent my whole life boxing myself in, and the EVO system and I think the EVO vision is all about having the courage to let ourselves out.